It's invested in small cap stocks. And if you take a look at the prices here, then just observe the prices. 296, 22, 169. They are quite inexpensive, meaning you can purchase them at any time. For a bed paying, I'm sharing a link in the description and pinned comment for this platform through which you can start a monthly SIP in ETFs. Whether you want to invest 5,000, 1,000 or 500, you can begin investing with just 500 rupees a month. The choice is yours. But whatever you wish to invest, you can do an SIP for it. And finally, the ETF I like is Meitifang. So, your money is being invested in the top 10 IT companies in the US and its current price is 169. Even if you just look at the returns of the tech giants, you clearly see that for quite some time now, the US stock market has been performing exceptionally well. So, by sitting here in India, you're also gaining exposure to international equities. And this is extremely important. So friends, here we've explained the first rule of money management, which states that whatever we are earning, we must invest at least 10% of that amount. And if you are earning more than 3 lakhs, then you absolutely must invest a minimum of 40%. If you don't do this, you'll land yourself in very big trouble because you'll never be able to get ahead in life. Now, write down this rule here. Your salary comes in, let's say it's on the 1st, or your salary comes on the 5th, or your salary comes on the 10th. No matter what your salary date is, if by the very next day after that date, that is the second day of your salary, if you don't invest by this specific day, then that money will simply vanish from your account. I'm about to tell you a magical rule. By the second day, your SIP installment should have been successfully debited. What I mean is, the SIP money should be automatically deducted from your bank account. So whatever your salary date is, for example, if your salary arrives on the 10th, then you should set your SIP date for the 11th. If that money is gone, it's gone. Otherwise, every single month, you'll find new reasons for your salary to just vanish. And you know, not even 15 days pass since your salary arrived and 80% of it just vanishes. How many of you does this happen to? Let us know in the comments because this is what happens to most people. The most important thing is that many people believe they need to watch motivational videos to become rich. They think they need willpower and self-control.
All these things are secondary. But friends, do you know what's most important? Discipline.
Every single thing in life that is accomplished or achieved is done through discipline. And there is no alternative to it. Let me give you an example. You go to the gym to build your body and one day, feeling motivated, you go. But a body isn't built by just one day of motivation. It's built through discipline. You have to go every single day. And going every day can be boring. Your body might ache, but you still have to go. To lose your belly fat, you truly need discipline. What exactly do you do when you're motivated for just one day? You simply end up starving yourself, don't you? You don't eat sweets for 5 days. You've given up oily food and then suddenly, what happens? Cravings begin and you forget everything. This is what happens with most people. And this is exactly what happens when we try to manage our money. Forget about us. 92% of people, this is actual data. I'm sharing this specific data right here with you. 92% of people who start saving and who start saving very strictly. Following that, a staggering 92% of individuals engage in excessive spending. It's precisely comparable to a situation where you've deliberately starved yourself for an entire month. You completely abstained from eating any sweets and you avoided all oily foods. You maintained discipline and then you realized, man, I don't know what came over me. I even started eating ice cream. I even started eating sweets. I'm not feeling hungry at all. Given that you tortured yourself for an entire month, then saving money also becomes a form of torture. What then should be your next step? Now, no one is going to tell you this. So we finished discussing saving. The second thing is, when I'm allocating 10% of my funds for investments, I will also allocate 10% for my experiences. I'll quickly cover this point, but it's truly the most important one. Now, this 10% of money that we'll set aside, we can also do this the very next day after our monthly salary date. Now, for that purpose, you should set up a distinct bank account. You absolutely must possess your own salary account and you should also maintain another one. I personally refer to this as a memories account. Now, whether you call this a memories account or a memory fund, you need to put money into it or you will have a separate bank account for it. But what exactly are you going to do with this account? If you earn 1 lakh rupees, you should put 10,000 rupees into this. Most people tend to ignore this, but its importance is very significant. You know, you have to spend on yourself every month. You also need to reward yourself, don't you? People often forget to reward themselves. So tell me, who are you earning all this money for? Spend it on yourself, on your family. What all can be done with 10,000 rupees? If this is a 10,000 rupee example and you're earning 50,000, then a lot can be done with 5,000 too. What all is possible? You can take your entire family to the movies. There's no need to take them just once every 3 months or even 6 months. You could even do this every single month. But what exactly will be the outcome of that? You're earning memories. When was the last time you took your parents out to a movie? See, everyone takes their girlfriend and their wife. But when did you take your parents? Alright, forget about movies. When did you take them out for dinner? And it really doesn't cost that much money. You go to a South Indian restaurant. Look, even a single dosa can cost 200 rupees. So if you order 3 dosas each costing 200, your stomach is full. The total expense comes to 600 rupees. But you truly enjoyed a special moment with your family. Now this amount, whether less or more, can vary for different people. You can take your family to Bora Bora Island for a trip. Now your expenses for movies, travel and your dinners, and to this I'm adding one more thing, the gift. When did you last give your father a gift? Most people won't even remember it because you simply didn't give them anything. That gift, even if it's just a pen, it's not important that it's merely a pen. You're actually giving them an emotion. And through this, you earn precious memories. Because when a person is on their deathbed, they will never remember how hard they worked throughout their life. You won't remember all the work you did at the office. You won't even remember how much money you managed to save. You will remember the moments you truly enjoyed with your family. So to enjoy those, you'll have to spend some money, and you absolutely should. These are very small things. For instance, let's say your wife enjoys going to concerts. Whenever a new concert is happening in your city, tickets aren't very expensive. Go and enjoy it. Those truly memorable moments and the more of these precious, unforgettable experiences you actively create and live, these will undoubtedly elevate and upgrade your entire life. What happens in this is that you actually gain a social network, because when you go out to travel, you don't go alone. Sometimes you go with your friends. You also incur some expenses, and your friends do too. But a strong bond is formed, and a social network is very important because we are social animals. All those people who have started living separately, all those who are only existing on the internet through social media, they are falling into depression. People have completely forgotten the importance of family bonding. I'm telling you, the solution isn't really that far. You attend Kirtan, don't you? When I was a child, Kirtan Jagrans used to happen quite often. Now they've become a little less frequent, but my family would also organize these types of events. Leave that aside, religious tours to Vaishno Devi, those were also very common. They still happen even today, but what is it that we did? We've separated ourselves a little bit. But from that, just try to recall the last time you visited a religious place. Do you remember those memories? Yes, I remember them well. Now finally, I'm adding 2 things to this list that I really like. When we talk about religion, when we talk about spirituality, we cannot ignore donations. Now, donations could be going to a temple and feeding food to hungry people, distribute clothes to poor people on your birthday, or perhaps you could go to a cowshed and feed fodder to the cows. Go with your children if you are married, or if you are unmarried, go with your parents. These small memories